Okay, this is a quick video on how to do night shots. I've tried to do this on location and it's very difficult because I'm a lone wolf. I just go out by myself into cities and things like that to take nighttime cityscapes and car trails and the like. So anyway, I'm just doing this from my bedroom, which is just a demonstration of how to do these things, okay? So what you need is a tripod. I've got this on a small tripod, but you need a large tripod if you're going to go into cities and things like that. You can get them very cheap on Amazon, something like 20-25 quid would be fine, you know, because it's all long exposures. Something like this as well, which is a remote control for a camera. That's about three quid, so not very expensive. If you can't afford that or anything like that, you can use your timer on your camera, which is usually 2 seconds to 10 seconds. This is a very old camera. It's the Sony A100 and it still can do these things, okay? So if you go to shutter speed on the dial, which is on this camera, just goes to S. You can do this in manual or shutter speed. To start off, just do it in shutter speed, okay? My golden rule is between 3 and 4 seconds for night shots, apart from astrophotography, which is another matter entirely, and moon shots as well. They do everything else, cityscapes, light trails, car trails, anything like that, you can do with 3 or 4 seconds. ISO, which on here is 100, you can have yours 400 and down. This camera is very old. It's got something called a CD sensor, which is not the brightest, but it was good for the time. Usually the ones you get now are CMOS, but I'm just demonstrating this because it's the camera I use quite often for city things and that. Okay, so on the shutter speed, okay. Now this is what's called long exposure, and you'll be able to see the night there, not too bad. If you go into manual mode, that's the shutter, but that controls the f-stop, the aperture. If you can do this by manual is definitely the best way if you're more experienced, because you can do that down to f4, so that allows more light to come into the camera, okay? As I say, I'll put these up online there. So that is where you need to be on them. So basically, night shots is what I would suggest: 3 to 4 seconds anywhere in night shooting can be done with that time long exposure. I'll go back to what I was trying to demonstrate. So 1/10, okay, and you'll just get dark here. Okay, you can't really see what there is, so just go back to, you know, if you feel confident, it's always best to use manual, and especially when you've got a tripod, because you know you've got your safety there. It's not going to move or anything like that. As I say, a remote control is it's not vital, but it's very easy to use. Okay, these photographs from last night. It's actually the next day now. So this was the 1/13th of a second, which doesn't really show anything at all. So I mean, it's not really a great picture at all. There's nothing you can do with that. So when that's not long exposure. When it comes to long exposure, this is what you're getting with what I always say, the 3 to 4 second. And that you can actually do something with these photos here, you know. So that's really basically the demonstration of how to take these things, and I'll show you what I've been doing. I mean, this is really a hobby for me, is night shooting and that, you know, and going into cities and see what I can find. And I wouldn't say I live where, you know, there's always a way to go for me, because like, I don't live in a city myself, so I've half an hour travel on that. But here's things with what I would call my golden rule is about 4 seconds. This one here, and this year, or this winter, I've taken absolutely loads of shots. So quite happy with that, being quite prolific. But you know, it's always here's another one. It's you never stop learning with anything in photography, and night shooting is a big skill. Again, my 4 second rule. When I go out, I put my camera in manual mode, and I just put it on to 4 seconds and ISO 200 or something like that. And f-stop is usually around 7. Okay, so I hope you've found something of interest in this video, and you know, please comment and ask questions if you want. Okay, thanks for watching.